等下我会 Q 你。
OK。
可以啦。Hello everyone, this is Yilun. Welcome to our live. This is our technician, Mr. Zhou.
Hello everyone.
Today we're gonna show you 3 skills of halo. First is how to lubricate halo, and how to use the letter embroidery function, and how to use the graffiti function of halo. So as you can see, we prepare 2 sets machines. We will use this machine to show you how to lubricate. And first we need to prepare 2 kinds of the oil. 我看那个工具包拿来。This is the swing oil. This is the swing oil. We provide this oil in the 2 bowls of the halo machine. So later we will use this oil. And if this oil were used out, you could buy it from your local market. Just buy the regular swing oil will be okay. And this is the grease. As you can see, it is the yellow grease. This kind of grease will be more thick. And so we will use those 2 kind of oil to lubricate. 好，我们开始吧。Now we need 这边。Now we need to open the halo cover and add the oil into the oil cup. As you know, halo had the automatic lubricating system, so we need to add the oil in the oil cup inside the cover. Normally, when halo working, we can't see the oil cup because of the cover. So we suggest you to open the cover and check the oil once 2 weeks, and check the oil. Okay, now we need to lose the screw of the cover and open the cover. 好了。As you can see, here had 2 screws. This is the wrench in the 2 bolts. This is the smallest one. 能看清楚吗？要不要离近一点？你拿这个时候就别看手机了。好 ，Okay, now, we need to take out those 2 plastic cover first, and
十字螺丝刀。取下这2颗螺丝。
and take out the 2 screws. And take off the cover. Okay. And can you see the oil cup here? 可能过来，机器往这边推一点。能看见吗？还有这个。我来。As you can see, there is a oil cup here. So we need to add the oil into this oil cup. In order to prevent the oil will drop from the needle to the fabric, we suggest you do not add the oil on the top of the cup. Just add the oil with the half position will be okay. Just add the oil on the half position of the small oil cup. 你知道吗？
可以。
Use this swing oil. 往这边来了看不到，你这个洞。
可以拿针捅一个孔出来。也方便加油。
你等一下，能看见吗？
等会儿我把这个剪掉。
那客户到时候也要剪掉吗？
没有，不用，我们只是为了让他们看得清楚一点。你可以跟他们说一下。
We cut off the wire because we wanted to show you here more clearly. When you add the oil, don't need to cut the wire. Okay, from the hole, the small hole.
OK，
这样有一半了。
只要它保持湿润，可以多加一点，稍微。
Okay, 好了。You see, we add the oil on this position, so it's already more than the half.
然后我们这边这一个可以给它给扣下来，当一个帽子。
We still suggest you to add the oil to the half position of the oil cup. 好。
对，然后我们这边的话可以把黄油也可以一起加
入。And use this yellow grease. 你这个要动一下，要不然看不见。We use this yellow grease to lubricate here. 你看我们要弄这里了，你要动一下。
对，这边弄到这里还没弄好。好，你别动。
好。
我们将油加在这个地方。
这里也是2周一次是吧？
对。
We lubricate this position 2 weeks once. 2 weeks once time to lubricate here.
就 OK 啊。
是满的。
没有油的。
没有啊。
没有油的，里面就棉花是湿润的。对，因为防止在运输的过程中油轻易倒出来。
There is a customer ask us when you receive the machine, is the oil cup is full or empty? Normally we will add little oil, just a little bit oil, for testing the machine. So when you receive hello, you could add the oil after 1 week. After 1 week, you're working with the machine and you could add some oil. 好。Okay, we already finished this part. 那接下来我们用前面了，对吧？
我们来正下好了，到时候盖着我再把它盖回去。
And we still use this swing oil to lubricate here.
如果可以的话，我可以把这个拆下来。
不用。Every needles need to lubricate. We lubricate here once 4 hours. Once 4 hours.
满工作的状态。
When the machine working with 4 hours, we could add some oil from here. 然后呢？ And also the hook. 你看到吧？Here also need to add oil once machine working with 4 hours, and we lubricate here. 好了是吧？
OK， 加油的就到这。
That's all the parts Hello needed to lubricate. We already finished. We repeat it again. We need to add the sewing oil. We need to add the sewing oil into the oil cup once 2 weeks, and use the yellow grease lubricate here once 2 weeks, and use the sewing oil lubricate here once 4 hours, and same as this position. We add the oil from here once 4 hours. That's all the parts of halo needed to lubricate it. Okay, now we show you how to use the letter function of halo. The letter function means you don't need to make the design in the design software. You could enter the letters on the panel of halo, and we could start to embroider directly without design software. 我手想擦一下。好。Here we need to. We had the old and new manual of halo. As you can see, the version V3.0 is the new manual. Only this manual had the letter function and the graffiti function. If your manual is version 1.0 or 2.0, that's old manual. That's without the letter function and the graffiti function. You could download the new manual from our website, or you could contact with your seller and ask for it. Okay, you could come closer. We need to show the page. The letter function options of halo on the 15.4 page. You could refer the manual. 开始吧。
字母秀啊。
对，慢一点啊。From here， 等一下，那个也放大一点。等一下，慢一点。这个。好 ，OK， 开始吧。Yeah, we from here and click the ABCD, the icon of ABCD. 好，我介绍一下。Here are some basic setting of the letter embroidery. The string, we enter the letters from here. For example, we could enter FORTEVER 1, 2, 3. 然后你输入 FORTEVER, and we click here to change the uppercase and the lowercase letters. And after you see the F is the uppercase, and if we want to write the O with the lowercase, we could click here, and you will see here will change. Okay. As you can see here, shows the numbers and the letters. We could click the numbers very quickly, and here will change between the numbers and the letters. 好，演示一下。T. We need to click here very quickly. here are the letters we just enter, and the font. Click here. You could choose the font which you like, and here we had 21 fonts. Here we want to choose the number 18. 可以吗？等一下啊。And the arrangement. Here had 4 types of the arrangement. The horizontal arrangement, the vertical arrangement, and the upward curved and the downward curved. Maybe you don't know very clearly what's the means of those 2 types of the arrangement. You could just choose one, and in the next page, next page is a details page, and we could see the preview of the design, and we could change those settings, and you will see what's the difference between those 2 options. Okay, we'll click here. The letter height means the height of the letter is very easy to understand, and the unit here is mm. So here we could choose 20 mm. Those 4 options is very similar, and it's not easy to explain very clearly. Later in the next detail page, we will show you one by one, and you will see it very clearly what's the difference between those 2 or those 4 options. 好了，下一个。And this is the packing needle density. Packing needle density. You could sit here according to the design and your fabric. Here we could change according to your needs. Here we try 4, and the letter rotation angle is also not easy to explain. We will show you later. Letter color change. Here is very important. Here is very important. If you hear no, that means the letters, all the letters will be with one color. If here no means all the letters will have one color, just have one color. And if you here change it to yes, that means all the letters you could choose the different color. So we need to choose here with yes, and we could choose many colors according to our wishes. 这里是 yes 对吧？
对。
Okay, we enter. That's the detail page. That's the details page. I just said. And as you can see, here had many icons. Here had many options on these pages. So we could refer. 能看见吗？ We could refer the manual page 15.6. Because the time is limited, so we are able to show you one by one. We will show you some common and basic options of those pages, and you also could refer each icon's function on the page. Okay, we could use this option to enlarge the preview to the most suitable preview, and we could see each letters very clearly. Let's show you those four options. As you can see, that will back to the original preview. It's very small, so we could click here. And if you wanted to make the preview smaller, we could click here. And here, it enlarges the preview. So normally we use this option. 接下来我们是换
把第一个字放大。
And as you can see, here is the red cross on the each letters. 能看清吗？ Here are many red cross on the each letters. That means we chose all the letters. So when we do some change on those letters, all the letters will be changed. And 是这里对吧？哦，不是，下一页。这个。
放大放小。
可以，不是放大放小。And you see now only F had this red cross. That means we only chose the F letter, and we do not choose the other letters. So now we could only edit the F, and other letters will have nothing change. For example, we could make the F size bigger. This is the F will be higher. Then the F will be bigger. And if we wanted to make the O smaller, we could change the red cross to the 0. Click here. Can you see? Click here. Now we already chose the O letter, and we could do some modify on the O letter. You see, it will be smaller, and you could make it bigger as your wish. And if you see the red cross will remove to the letters one by one. When the red cross on all the letters, that means we could change all letters at the same time. As you can see, all the letters, the numbers and the letters will change. I'll make it smaller. We could change it as our wish. And after you change the size of all the letters, we could check the stitches of those letters. 我们看那个针记是要先按下这个对吧？
对。
We need to click here. Click here will be change the lines. Click here will change the letters and the numbers to the real stitches. As you can see, and we could make it bigger.
上下左右可以调。
You can see we could check the stitches of each letters. And we same like last step we okay here we remove the red, we chose the 0 the O letter, we chose the O letter, and we could change the stitches of O. As you can see, make it bigger. 那动不了。
你这是单个在水中。
哦。
你这已经是把东西移掉过来。
可以了。
这来，这移过来。 OK， 在这吧。然后我们这边你要给他那个的话，都给他选中。
If you wanted to enlarge the preview, we need to choose all the letters.
OK， 然后我们再打上，然后再去增加它的那个增记数。
And we could see the stitches very quickly, very clearly, and we could use those two options to make the stitches. Could change the stitches. Here is 8 the stitches.
OK， 就你了。
Here is the reduce the stitches. You see. We could change the stitches of all the letters at one time. We also could change the every single letters one by one. 可以了哈。Now we could back to this size and we could check. After you thought the design the design is fine, it could start to embroidery. We could save the design, and here still many options. We did not show you one by one, and you could refer the manual 15.7. 看到吗？On the manual 57, here are the very detailed informations of each icon. You could check it. So now we could save the design. And here we could change the name of the design according to your needs. We do not change enter. Okay. You see, that's the design. That's the letters design we just made. 然后呢？这个是吧？
没有。
对。Then we click here to choose this design. Here are some settings of the design, but because we just edit the design some characters on the last page. So here we do not need to do any change. So we could just choose the confirm. 选色对吧？
对，选色。
And now we choose the color. 是一个颜色。As you can see, here are 11 letters, and here the total colors is 11. So each letter are with a different color. You could choose the color according to your needs. And as we mentioned in the last live, here are the orders of the design. Here are the thread order on the machine. So we could choose the color. 大家随便选一个吧Okay. If we wanted to embroider F with the blue color, 你这里选个 F 蓝色。
F 选蓝色吗
Okay. Here's F with the blue color, and ORTEVER we could choose the red color 红色。对。好。And the numbers 1, 2, 3 we chose black color. Okay, black color.
Okay.
Now we already finished the color. Click here.
选刺绣。
Confirm to embroidery.
OK， 我们这里面可以进去看一下有没有状况。
And then we remove the design to a suitable position on the frame.
我可以重新选一下光。
As you can see here, we use the biggest frame of hello. 好吗？As you can see here, we use the biggest frame of hello. So we need to choose the biggest area on the panel. 确认 OK 是吧？Confirm. 好像超出这个框了吧？
没有，不会。它会自己找终点的。OK， 现在就在中间。
Now, the design on the center of the frame, we could start to embroidery. 开始了啊。
对，退出这个可以开始。
Start. Here we need to constantly remind you that because you know the letters and the numbers are generated automatically, so the embroidery effect may be not good enough. So if you or your customers still had some requirements of the embroidery, if you wanted to the embroidery seems better, if you want to have a good embroidery, we still suggest you to design in the design software. It's better to design in the software. In that way, the embroidery will be much better. This function is the best advantages of the function is we could save the time, but the embroidery effect may be not good enough. We could use this function to make a cute design, to make a cute pattern to a customer free. You could give it to the customer as a free gift. Now the design was finished. You could come closer. There are some shorter thread did not cut, but the thread between each letters are cutted. That's the letter embroidery function of hello. Here to remind you again, you could find the options of the letter embroidery on the manual page 15.4. Please refer the details on the manual. Okay, now we show you how to use the graffiti embroidery function of hello. 演示一下涂鸦功能。 escape.
还是这个。
Then choose here. You see, there is a drawing icon. This is the graffiti embroidery function. Here are the basic settings of the graffiti. The covers width and the covers height is the size of the graffiti. As you can see, here are the values. That means when you make the graffiti and when you setting the cover size, here count less than 50 mm and count over 100 mm. Here we show you, 这边我们演示100吧。
Okay.
We show you 100 mm and 100 mm. The pen streak width. This is the thickness of the line. Here is the thickness of the line when we're drawing. And the unit of the option still is the mm, the millimeter. Packing needle density is same like the letter embroidery function. You could change it here according to your fabric and according to your needs. And those settings we could just set it here, and we also could change the settings on the next details page. This is the area we just setting. We need to drawing within this area. We can't drawing over this area, and we click here to make the area to the best size according to the panel. 可以了是吧？我们画了是吧？ Okay, now we click here. If we want to drawing a smiling face, we could draw a circle first. And as you can see, this is a line we just made. And we click here, and the line will become to the stitches. And next we want to drawing the eyes, and we want to change the color of the eyes. We could click here to change the color. 那个好看一点的黄色吧。Okay, this is the yellow, and we could 这边seems strange. This is the two small circles. It's the eyes of the face, and we also need to click here. You see, it become to the stitches, and we need to drawing the mouth. We change the color. You see, here will change according to your click here, and we use red color.
往上翻，往上。
Red color.
这找。
Okay. This is a smiling face. Okay, it seems a little strange, but it's a smiling face. Okay, we still need to click here. You see now the design is become to the real stitches, and we can see the color, the design with the three colors. Here is the black, here is the yellow, here is the red. This design had 3 colors, and we could make it smaller to see the preview. as you can see, the smiling face within this area. And we could change the stitches of each lines one by one. We click here, 选中它，对吧？
对。
And we click the line. Now we already chose the biggest circle.
变灰。
As you can see, when we choose the biggest circle, this icon will become gray. And we could,
平包针的加减。
as you can see, we use this option. The stitches will be changed.
你可以放大的。
You see?
能看得清。
You see?
可以看得清。
能看见吗？
可以看得清。加密。
And here is make the stitches sink. And then we could also change the eyes. You see? 是换线 click here first.
点。选中黄色。
And click here.
Okay.
Now we already chose the eyes. We could do some modify. You see the eyes also change. Okay, we're back to the. Here still had some options. Under the options of the graffiti function, you could refer the options of graffiti function on the manual page 16. And here are the very details information of the each option. Here are the details informations. If you had any question of the icons, you could ask us, or you could refer the manual. 我们就可以开始保存了，是吧？
你要给他讲解一下它那个下面3个保存键不同的使用方法。第一个是保存，第二个是临时存，第三个是把临时存的再拿回来。
我不知道怎么翻译，就先只说这个吧。
OK。
We use this icon to save the design. And you could change the name of the design according to your needs. Okay, as you can see, this is the design we just made. We click here. Here we do need to change.
选一下。
As you can see, here has the 3 colors we just made. And if we wanted to make the biggest circle with the black color, and 这是黑色啊。
第一个选择一下的。
Black color, and the eyes.
Yellow.
Eyes we use the yellow color. The mouth we use the red color. Okay, confirm. 从开始对吧？
确认字就红色。
Confirm to embroidery.
然后框那里进去。
And we chose the position of the design. 等一下，这个要放大，重新来过。你这个可以离远点了，因为后面没有什么要不看屏幕的地方了，你可以离远了。那个。哎，怎么这样？
最大了。
OK， 等一下，we find a best position of the design. Okay, we make the design here.
开始吗
？Start to embroidery.
那个可以再讲解一下。
I thought this function is very suitable for kids. The children could drawing the painting they want, and we could make it to the real products. It's a very good function, and also could give to customer as a free gift. I thought the customer will like this function. And we could also use this function to inspire the children's creative. Okay, the design is finished. It's a little weird. Smiling face. 你看分享。再缩小一点。我们可以说结束语了。Now is the design we just made. So today, we show you the 3 skills of halo: how to lubricate the halo, how to use the letter function, and how to use the graffiti embroidery function. And here we need to remind you that because the letters and the graffiti are generated automatically, so the embroidery effect may not good enough. So if your customer or you had some high requirements of the embroidery, we suggest you to design in the software. In that way, the embroidery effect will look much better. Okay, that's all the today's sharing. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
就说好少人看。
因为特别少。
那因为既然是周